Pretty early, just starting to get light, just light enough where I can turn the camera on. The plan today is to head back up to that river we got kind of snookered on last time. We couldn't get across the creek to check out the good spot. And so the plan today is, it's been, I don't know, a couple, 3 weeks since we were up there. So the plan today is to head back into the same spot, get on the good side of the creek, and hopefully we can find us some nice gold. So we got a long drive and a really long hike, so let's get started. Well, we made it in. The sun's still not on the creek, and it's actually kind of cool, but it's supposed to get really hot today. Got across the creek where the river's gone down about a foot since the last time I was in here, and this time we're over on the good side of the creek. Now, this area I've been wanting to look at for years. This area has been covered with gravel, and this winter has cleaned it out. There's still quite a bit of gravel here, but there's bedrock exposed here and there. And I thought this would be a really good spot to do a video on how to crevice with a metal detector. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the detector all set up, and we'll start working some of these crevices. Okay, now when you're metal detecting along a river, you pretty much have to have headphones. Otherwise, you're going to miss a lot of targets. Number one, you won't be able to hear the real small targets, and even the larger ones will be covered by the noise of the creek. And another advantage to the headphones, it will increase your battery life because the speakers in the headphones are much smaller, and it takes less power to drive them. Now, one of the really big advantages to crevicing with a metal detector is you don't have to find ideal places or perfect crevices, because you have the ability to look at every crevice. So every little crack, it doesn't matter. If there's a crack in the bedrock, I go over it with the metal detector. Because it only takes a second, and it allows you to look in areas you normally wouldn't look. And it's also areas a lot of other people wouldn't look. I've found some really nice gold in places it doesn't even belong. But you don't know what the river was like 100,000 years ago. So the metal detector frees you up to just look at everything, and then you get to cherry pick the spots you want. You get a signal, you dig it out. And then another thing is, you don't care what the target is. You don't deal with discrimination or anything like that, because if it's iron, it's lead. If it's a metal target, it's a heavy target, and it'll drop out, and your target may be a nail, but when you dig that nail out, the odds are there's going to be a couple of flakes of gold in there with that nail. So, okay, what we're going to do is check this area out here and see if we can find some targets. well, I just finished detecting an area right around us here. And right here at my feet, I have a real good target. It's a real loud target. It's definitely iron, but it could have some gold in with it. And then right behind me here, I got two targets that sound like they're good targets. They're, you know, I'm guessing either gold or lead. And right downstream here, about 10-15 feet, I have two more targets that sound really good. So the reason we come to this chunk of river, you know, it's a pain getting here, but this river is a small creek, but it's a very narrow canyon. And when they originally mined this, according to the old records, they found a lot of nice big pieces of gold in here. So with the narrow canyon, you're not going to get a lot of fine gold. You're not going to find much fog gold, but usually when you find a piece of gold in here, you can pick it up. And normally this chunk of river has been good to me. I've always gone home with something. So hopefully one of these targets is a nice little nugget and we can get off to a good start. So let's do a little digging. Okay, well, we got dug out 3 of those cracks. Okay, well, we got us some nice little hunks of gold here. Yeah, we got us 3 nice little hunks of gold here. All right, not too bad for our first 3 cracks. Well, I've dug out a couple more crevices, and all I found so far is a hunk of lead and an old square nail. I got a good target right here. Problem is the sun's out now, and I can't see what I'm filming, and boy, it's hot already. So I'm going to get to work on this crevice before it gets any hotter, and then if I don't find anything here, I think I'm breaking for lunch. I got me a real good target right in here, right behind this rock. It's really jammed in here. So I'm going to dig all this out of here. Now this target, you know, it sounds really good. So I'm guessing this is either gold or my first 22 bullet of the day. Okay, get to digging. Well, I just panned out that crevice and I just found 2 beautiful nuggets. I cannot believe I didn't see these while I was digging it out, but I did not see them while I was digging it out. I'll get this camera a little closer and show you these. I have no idea if you can see these because I have no idea how well this is showing these because I cannot see the screen. So if we don't see them here, I'll show you them at home. All right, it is getting hot. Okay, well, it is really hot now. I am tired, I am thirsty, so I'm gonna go find a shady spot and have a little bit of lunch. And then I got a spot right down here, not 20 feet from us. I got 2 more really good sounding targets. So right after lunch, we'll jump into that. Well, I just finished another crevice and my nugget turned out to be an old square nail. Okay, well, we're gonna jump on another one. Okay, I wanted to show you this crevice here. This is one of the great advantages of using a metal detector. This crack right here, normally I wouldn't waste my time on it. It's up high, the gold's going to be down there. There's really no reason to look in this crack, but I'm getting a good target in here. Now it could be just a piece of lead. It's not a nail, so it's either lead or gold. But Normally I wouldn't waste my time with this crack, but with a metal detector it only takes me a second to check it and to move on. So we're going to open this up and see what was in here. Well, I opened that crevice up and I found a little hunk of lead. Now grant you, I got lead out of it, but that just as well could be a piece of gold. So those little obscure crevices like that, you never know. And like I say, that's one of the beauties of crevicing with a metal detector. Okay, we're going to go see if we can find some more before the heat kills me. Okay, well, it's getting late and I had to call it a day. It just got too hot. That side of the river, there's absolutely no shade until in the late afternoon. And we were finding good gold, but I just couldn't take the heat. We're about halfway out now. I stopped and take a break and figured I'd let you know what was going on. I have full intentions to being back in here this fall when it's cooled off and the water's dropped a little more. We'll go back in there and see if we can find some more crevices, because that area is definitely producing some nice gold. Well, for right now, we're heading to the house. When we get to the house, I'll get that gold cleaned up and we'll wait and see how we did. Well, made it back home, and I'm here to tell you what. I don't know if it's just the fact that I'm getting old or what it is, but that heat down there darn near killed this boy. There's a couple things I want to cover before I forget. You know, down there, once that sun hit, it got so bright and so hot that I couldn't really see what I was filming, and so I wasn't able to get a lot of video. And the other thing, and I forgot to mention it while I was down there, was when I was metal detecting, I would put the microphone in my headphones. And you can tell in the video the stark difference between metal detecting with the headphones on, because what you hear on the mic is what I hear. And you'll notice that all the background noise, the river noise, all goes away. And that allows me to pick up those real small targets. Now, like I said, that area has got some nice gold. We weren't able to work it all. So we will definitely be going back this fall when it's cooled down a bit and I don't have to deal with that heat, because there's no place to get out of the heat on that side of the river. Now, to the good stuff, the gold we got. Got the gold here. Well, there wasn't much to clean up. Just pick them up and get them out of the black sand. That's the beauty of that part of the river. So we'll take a look at that gold right now. Okay, put the gold on the scale and see how we did. 5.15 pennyweight. Just a hair over a quarter of an ounce. Okay, now let's take a close-up look at these nuggets. These are some beautiful nuggets. So that made that hike worthwhile. Now with the temperatures warming up the way they are, the water wasn't bad at all. Matter of fact, after the sun hit me, the water felt pretty doggone good. I'm seriously thinking we may be heading back up there, but this time with a wetsuit and do a little sniping, because with the temperatures as hot as they are and the water's finally gone down and the water's warmed up, it's time to get off the bank and get in the river. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hopefully my next video is going to be a sniping video. Well, until then, you have a wonderful day.